For absolutely zero reason, Speaker Robin Vos will face a recall. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time to talk about the chaos that is unfolding in the state of Wisconsin, because everyone, Speaker of the Assembly Robin Vos, yes, the Republican Speaker, will face a recall later this year. And this isn't being pushed by Democrats. No. This is a quote-unquote Republican effort. Yeah, Republicans that we'll get to in a second are trying to recall Robin Vos. Of all the people you could focus on, you're focusing on the one speaker that's kind of competent at his job? Unfreaking believable. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Again, folks, all support is greatly appreciated, and yeah. Now, let's get right into it, because my goodness, what a waste of freaking time. I mean, Robin Vos, you're gonna try to recall him, when arguably, he is the best speaker of any state legislator. He is. He's the only Republican, at least in leadership, that understands you have to use power when you win. He's the only one. Outside of the guy from North Carolina, name one Republican speaker that's like that. You can't. Backers of an effort to oust Wisconsin Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos from office over his opposition to former President Donald Trump announced Sunday that they've collected enough signatures to force a recall vote. Yeah. That's what this is about. He opposes Orange Man. Listen. Robin Vos at times can't keep his damn mouth shut. I agree. He says stuff that you shouldn't say. I mean, he poked the bear with Trump and that didn't go too good for him. But either way, Robin Vos is easily one of the best speakers of any state legislator. Again, outside of the guy from North Carolina, name one that uses power like Robin Vos. Just name one. Just go ahead. Guess what? You're not going to find one. He's one of the only Republicans that does something. Again, sometimes it isn't the best, but most of the time, it usually works out damn good. Supporters of the recall campaign plan to present signatures Monday to the Wisconsin Elections Commission, saying they have more than the required 6,800 signatures from voters in Vos's southeast Wisconsin district. Yeah, so for recalls in Wisconsin, you need I think it's 25% of the past vote. It's something like that, but either way, they easily beat this threshold. I mean, they got 10,000 signatures, they claim, at least. I mean, this campaign, when you read into who's running it, I do question, do they really got 10,000 signatures? They've said it loud and clear. They're tired of the status quo and demand new representation. Oh, funny. Robin Vos, one of the most effective Republicans, one of the only ones willing to do something. I mean, remember, Vos is the speaker that gutted the governor's power right before Tony Evers took office. He's the only one that would do that. What are you talking about, status quo? Again, Vos says stuff that he probably shouldn't say. It's real dumb at times. But outside of that, what are you talking about, the status quo? He's the one that actually has the balls to do something. Vos has dismissed the recall attempt as a waste of time and resources, which he reiterated in a statement Sunday. He questioned the group's tactics and the validity of the signatures, promising that a team he had assembled would evaluate each individual signature. And that's a good point, because this campaign that's being ran by Republicans, it reminds me a lot of Kristina Karamo from Michigan. Yeah. I mean, the fact that I can compare someone to Kristina Karamo should tell you everything, but for those that don't know, I consider the Republican Party to have one major problem going forward. There's 0.1% of the party that believes everything from QAnon, Mike Lindell, that crowd. AKA the schizophrenic types. Not saying every Republican involved here is like that, but based on what I've read about this campaign, a lot of the people that are, running the show or are very influential in the campaign, they're like that. They're the schizophrenic types that believe everything. They believe every conspiracy, and Robin Vos is in on the grand conspiracy. He was in on it in 2020 and all that crap. Do you think I'm kidding, by the way? Look at this. This was a door knocker for the recall. And guess what? They're just outright denying anything Vos did. They're not doing this because of policy. They're doing it because of some weird hatred with the guy. Listen, I don't like Vos 100%. I think he says stuff that he shouldn't say. But just think about that. These people outright deny what Robin Vos has done for the state of Wisconsin. They can't name one policy thing except election crap. The recall effort targeting him highlights continued frustration among Trump's supporters in battleground Wisconsin over his loss in the 2020 election and how Vos responded to it. That includes how Vos refused attempts from Trump and his supporters to decertify Biden's win, and how he didn't move forward with impeaching Wisconsin's top elections official. Which, I'll give them that. This situation with the top election officials, fine. That's the only thing they might say is credible. Fine. But outside of that, did you really think Vos was going to decertify? In a perfect world, maybe. But it's one of those things where it sucks he didn't do it, but is it really worth a recall? I mean, shouldn't any Republican that didn't openly say decertify, should they be recalled? No! Just because the speaker doesn't do so doesn't mean that he should be recalled for it. Again, this election official stuff, fine. There is argument to be made that they should probably be impeached. But either way, this is not worth a recall. Trump narrowly won Wisconsin in 2016, but lost to Joe Biden by a similar margin of about 21,000 votes in 2020. The result has withstood 2 partial recounts, numerous lawsuits, an independent audit, and a review by a conservative law firm. The recall campaign's announcement Sunday comes after the Wisconsin Supreme Court declined Friday to take up Democratic Governor Tony Evers' request that clarify if Wisconsin's new legislative district maps apply to elections before November, leaving uncertainty about whether signatures for the recall attempt should be collected in Vos's new district. Snork said Sunday that they took the court's move as a signal that their efforts in Vos's current district were correct, which I'm hoping that's not the case. I mean, this entire situation is a complete and total mockery. I mean, Vos isn't perfect. Like I said, there's some stuff, fine. But to recall the guy because of 2020? Utter insanity. I mean, think about this for a second. Why do you think Democrats want Vos recalled? If he was a rhino that, was helping Democrats, why do they want him gone? Just think about it for a second. You know why? Because he's the only Republican that has the spine to do anything worth a damn. But no, it's a grand conspiracy where the Democrats want Vos secretly, but they're going to vote against him in a recall? I mean, to illustrate how pathetic this recall movement is, look at this. When the recall began in January 10th, they misspelled Megan Wolf, the huge part of the recall. They can't even spell the name of the person that should have been impeached. That's the reason why Vos should be recalled, because he did not impeach Megan Wolf. There's so much on this recall that I could probably do a whole video on it. But I'm not going to give these guys any kind of credibility. They shouldn't. This is stupid. And you could read more about what they're saying. Why they should recall him. It's all about 2020. And he's blocking fair elections and that he misled the assembly. I mean, just look at this. It's nothing on policy, just election crap. That's all this recall is about, aka schizophrenia. These people believe everything from QAnon to Mike Lindell to the servers in Germany. They believe all of this crap. Not all these people, but a large chunk of them that are running the campaign at least. I mean, really? This is why you're going to recall Vos? Not because he sucks like the guy in Texas. No, because he has one crappy policy, and that's the election stuff, supposedly. And because he says stupid stuff about Trump. That's it. But he's not as bad as some much more egregious Republicans and other state legislators. I mean, if he should be recalled, so should virtually every speaker and every state legislator ran by Republicans. They should. If Vos isn't good enough, no one is good enough if Vos isn't good enough. That's a fact. This situation is just being ran by schizophrenics and Democrats. I guarantee the vast majority of these signatures, if they're not fake, by the way, I mean, there's some rumors going around that they probably are, because it's like, wait, how do you guys get 10,000 signatures in such a quick manner when the campaign was seen as a joke? Like, wait a minute. But even of these 10,000 signatures, how many of them are Democrats? That should tell you everything, by the way. It is a joke that this is even happening, but I hope that he survives. But I think he might lose, because just enough Democrats are going to vote for the recall, if it happens. Hopefully it doesn't, because I can't imagine who would be as effective as Vos. Again, you don't gotta like Vos on everything to understand. He knows what he's doing. He's not perfect, no one is. But this 100% crap, some people are pushing that, oh, if you're not 100% pure, you're a rhino. No. Either way, we gotta see what happens, but it is not looking good for Robin Vos at all. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.